Hi, I'm Tanya Curran. I'm the co-founder of Scaly Adventures and the director of education, but you might know me best as Scaly Mom. I'm here with my Scaly friend Peaches, and what you're about to see is additional footage, behind the scenes things that just would not fit into that 30-minute episode. It was just so good though, because the professionals that we film with are passionate about sharing their knowledge with the next generation. So check out this educational footage and make sure to stay tuned to scalyadventures.com for a whole lot more.
Okay.
So how do you find the donor feathers for
Well,
this?
we have 3 different peregrines besides Vika here. One of them's a little male. The other 2 females are about her size, and her enclosure mate is Bonnie is roughly her size. And so we will, as they molt their feathers throughout the year, we'll keep the ones that are good and save them for situations just like this.
Oh wow!
So she happened to, within the last few weeks, Bonnie's molted her 2 central tail feathers, and so it worked out really well for Vika here.
How lucky!
I noticed that Vika, her tail feathers are slightly darker than Bonnie. You can see this little bit of contrast there.
Oh yeah. Well, at least now she'll have like a little marker right there.
Exactly.
So what happens? Are these now permanent, or will she molt them?
She will molt them, just like her. It's like her natural feather.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you reuse the feather since it's already got the rod in it if she was to molt that feather?
You can. In fact, you can put them aside and, you know, keep them for next year if you need to. You just have to. The only trick would be trying to break the bond of the glue, and you might destroy part of the feather.
So what I did notice is that it seems like you're taking a very long rod and pushing it up in there. Is that not painful for her?
No, there's a feather is essentially like the end of your hair, and that is dead tissue. So the only part of the feather that's actually alive is at the very, very tip where it connects into the body.
Oh wow! So does it have to be a tail feather, or could you take like a tail feather and use it for her wing?
Well, actually, the primary feathers have a much different curve to them, a different function. So if we're trying to, you could maybe put in the secondaries where, you know, she's not using those as far as trying to propel her in the air. You know, the primaries are by far the most important feathers when these birds are flying.
Right.
Now, you could take primary feathers and stick it on the tail, but as far as putting an actual tail feather and putting out, say, where the primaries were,
You might have her spinning in circles.
Exactly. Wouldn't work as well.
Well, thank you for letting us do this. This is very cool to watch.
Oh, you're welcome. Right now, I'm measuring this new replacement tail feather against her old one. And see what I'm going to need to do to get her. Let's see if we can do this all up. Now I'm dropping the feather. Replace this side. Let's do it. So that's the feather we're going to put in there. Hopefully once I get it in shape, see how I'll try to match it up to the bands that are already present in the current tail feathers. So I'll be able to cut this one further up, clip this one here. Okay. In fact, what I could do, let's go ahead and clip this one.
It was like an upside down head there. Is she upset or is she just breathing heavy?
She's a little bit nervous because John's playing with her tail.
Put this in my mouth. I'll go ahead and flip this over. I'm roughly matching up this new feather to where the old one was. And what I'll do is flip this one slightly higher.
Now, are these feathers directly from her, or can they come from any falcon?
I think these came from her enclosure mate, Bonnie.
Okay. So it doesn't matter. They don't like pluck it out because it doesn't smell like them or something.
Yeah, since the smell is very poor in comparison to everything else, their eyesight's the most important thing for these birds. It looks like a pretty good match right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And this is simply just going to be the bracing inside. And what I did is put it in here.
Oh, wow.
That's nothing more than a long needle.
Exactly. Now you can actually strip the veins off a feather and cut that and use it as an internal brace too.
Okay.
I'll put this up into
It
there.
doesn't hurt her?
Doesn't hurt her at all. Once a feather grows out and hardens, this is essentially a dead structure.
Oh, wow. So it's kind of like hair.
Exactly. Alright. So what I'm going to do now is I'll get some epoxy and just mix it up, put it on into here. First, what I'll need to do though, let's go ahead and cut that. Let me see how this is all going to match up in here.
Oh, wow.
It's really cool.
Actually, what I need to do, I'm now looking at it, I need to, well, let's see how it all fans out here. Sorry. I'm going to shorten this one just a little bit.
Is this something you can only do to the tail feathers, or?
You can do it primaries.
Wow.
One time I had a goshawk that came in, and they're pretty rare in this part of the country. About every 5 to 7 years, goshawks prey upon grouse, and the grouse population will drop. And that sends a whole bunch of goshawks south, out of Canada and some of the northeastern states. And this particular goshawk ended up in a chicken house outside of Nashville, and it was trying to get out of the chicken wire, ended up breaking all the primaries off both its wings.
Oh, wow.
And also its tail. It was brought to me, and I had a dead northern harrier, and the feathers matched up as far as being able to replace them. Even gave it a hairier tail because they had a long tail. And goshawk was a tail about this long.
Yeah.
And after I had the feathers replaced, I gave it a day or two to make sure they all stayed in and let it go again.
Wow.
Dang.
So there's pretty much my match.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna go ahead and get some glue first on this one, and then we'll push this in. In fact, what I will do, if I can find,
In there.
this is gonna be just give me a chance to see where this feather is. I'm gonna put this all in there. All right, let me get that. Pierce, when I get glue in this, you think you can push this up in there?
Yeah.
All right. Let me get it all prepped.
Who are you with?
I am here with Bob. This is Bob the barn owl. Oh, we see something back here. It's far more interesting.
Can you turn your head as much as Bob?
Not without a visit to the ER.
Get a neck ache. Hi, Bob.
Whoa!
There you go. Sorry. Beautiful.
We get it out of our system. I don't think he's liking that.
Pretty. Hi, Bob. And go first.
Hey guys, I'm Pierce of Scaly Adventures, and we're here at the Wings to Soar facility, and I'm here with Gilbert. He's our little friend here, and he's an American kestrel, and this is just a cool little friend that you guys are going to get to see in Season 4 of Scaly Adventures, so stay tuned.
That's
Say bye, Gilbert.
Gilbert, you ready to fly? Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Liquid sunshine.
It was real clear, and that's its mouth.
Do you ever put them right above the water?
No, I put it. I had it in a life-proof case.
Oh yeah, that's it. Move your hand, Pierce. Move your hand.
Yeah. And they may now allow ideal red tail second. And then the kestrel, you know, when you're first training a bird, your first time,